Hey yo, how y'all doing today? I want to welcome you back to the channel, right? It's D's Daily DD. And today, guys, we're gonna give a recap of 2021, basically, right? This market has been wild this year, guys. I'm gonna show you, the SPY. I'm gonna show you a couple things. I'm gonna point out a couple things, and basically, I'm gonna give you a recap, right? Like my situation, my experience with AMC and the market this year. I always tell people to invest what you can, right? Because you can sometimes make more money than you would even think. Okay, like I am very happy with this year overall. With the money I started with and the money that I have now, guys, like it has grown exponentially, even more than I expected, right? And even though along the whole year, there's been fear in the market, there's been variance and news that has come out that has brought the market down, even though it's wanted to keep going up, right? And today wasn't, the best. It was kind of boring, right? Like a lot of red today, as across the whole market. And so today will just kind of be more of a recap video, guys. I am still holding my AMC shares into next year, of course. Like I love AMC, guys. It's my favorite stock, and I will continue to hold it because I believe in the short squeeze, and I have data to back it up and whatnot. But yeah, some key dates, right, that I remember was in January, right? So I started buying my shares like in the beginning of January, and this was before I even knew about like trades and all that. Like I found out about it in the stock twits chat room. That's where I initially saw it. When I first got into that chat room, there was like 71,000 people. Currently there's like 361,000 people, right? So that thing always just proved to me, because you always see it growing and growing and growing, the community in there. Okay. And so I started buying my shares, right? Like when I first got in, I bought maybe like 80 shares, I think it was, or like 75, right? And I didn't know what was going on really. And then all of a sudden, right, like it hits. It goes from the $4. I got in like at $3, $4, and it runs all the way to 24, $25, right? And initially, like I think that's when Trade started his channel, his YouTube channel, and that's when I started watching him. And he started talking about, right, like how the short squeeze potential came in, even though that had just happened, and that was when they took away the buy button. And so that's another thing that's coming up, is our anniversary, right, for when they took away, I believe it's January 27th, 28th. So that would be, to me and my eyes, a catalyst, guys. And I also have some other data, right, I want to show you before. But yeah, what I then okay, so then I made, when I got out, like I had sold, and I got out, and my best friend had texted me, and he's like, "Oh man, you must have made some really good money." I mean, initially I was up maybe like 1,300, 1,400 at the peak, and by the time I got out again, like I was up, I had made like $800 profit, right? And then as I started watching, you know, trades and YouTube and stuff, and started educating myself on what was going on, and all the DDs started coming up and whatnot, right, with the apes, and the movement started, and I said, you know what, like I'm gonna get back in, right? So I get back in at like $8, $9, and so on, right? And at this point, like I remember I bought way more shares, right? And then I just kept, going with it, even though it was kind of lagging and stuff. And at the time, I was still bartending too, so I remember I would watch it at work, in the morning, the graph and whatnot. And then, and then, time went on. Nothing really happened in March, April, all that, right? It was kind of stagnant. But then, we saw spikes and so on. But another key moment, of course, was in June, right? I remember I woke up, I went to Dutch Bros, and when I was in line, waiting for my coffee, it just started going, going. I remember seeing, 30, 35, 38, 40, 45. It just kept going, 50, right? And then I was like, oh man, this thing is happening, right? And then I get to work and so on. And man, by the end of the day, that thing had gone to what, like 70 some dollars, right? And I was just on cloud nine. I was like, oh my God, the squeeze is here. I'm holding until this thing squeezes, right? Boom, right? Like, and then next day, what happens? Adam Aaron sells the shares and he just kills the momentum, right? In my opinion, that was the worst time to sell shares, because we had the momentum going. We didn't know what, the shorts had only closed out 30% of their shares, or their shorted shares, right? Is what I remember the data said. And then that killed the momentum. And then we got down to like $40, and we brought it back up to like 50 some, right? And of course, it just hung out there. I'm going to show you the actual timeline right now, but these are just some of the key moments that I remember. And then, right, like even now, guys, like I really don't care if the shorts short us more, then that just means that the squeeze will be even bigger, right? I don't care about the price because I've done the DD and I'm just gonna wait until it squeezes, right? I have way more than 80 shares in the when I first started, right? So I'm super happy with my position because I am holding for life-changing money. You know, I believe in the conviction. I believe in the amount of people that are in this, right? Because that speaks volumes, guys. I mean, I'm gonna show you a shorting statistic right now, right? Like that they have shorted us billions of times. Like there's supposed to be billions of shares when the flow is only 513 million. The math to me doesn't make sense, right? Like how is there millions of people that are holding shares out of the 513 million? Like there has to be way more out there, right? Obviously, in my opinion, guys. I'm not a financial advisor, remember that. But yeah, that's where we're at right now, right? So let's go over to some stuff over here on the internet, right? Okay, where is it? Here we go. So this is the SPY, guys. Okay, like I've been telling you guys, like this is the yearly, the daily chart, right? Like it's almost at its all-time high, right? I think it was yesterday that it hit a new all-time high. But as you can see, I mean, if you would have invested money in the market this year, guys, I mean, there was a lot of growth. There was a lot of opportunity. Okay. Of course, it's really high. I don't know what's going to happen in 2022, but I'm a positive person, right? I like to think positive. So of course, you might see some drawbacks, guys, but you know, the overall trend, guys, is that it goes up, right? In my opinion. Okay. And just looking at the chart here, and you had two opportunities here, right? When this dip happened, and then when this dip happened. I mean, if you got in this dip, you made out nice, right? This was in April. So pay attention. Just what I'm saying is like you can't always believe what the news says or what the internet says or this person or that person. You always have to go and do your own homework and make your own decisions because people, you know, were saying, oh, it's a sell off, it's not going to hold. And then what happens? It goes higher, right? And this is the SPY, all right? Now let's go over to stocks era, okay? You know, right now, guys, I think we're gonna see some action in like on the 7th right here, according to the T+35. These are the FTDs, right? FTD information. And when they don't deliver that share and it becomes an FTD, they basically have 35 days to cover that, right? So right here on this website gives you the date. What I see here is that we have $21 million coming in around this time that they have to. I'm pretty sure that they're out of time and that's when they have to deliver those shares. Okay, and you can see the options chain is pretty loaded for that, you know, the 21st. There's a lot of potential here, guys. Like this 20, it's at 27.18 right now, guys. That doesn't mean jack to me right now, especially because I'm holding into 2022, right? I believe in the growth that is coming with AMC as well on top of the short squeeze, like, because, you know, I know that we always say it's not a fundamental play, but if the company was doing bad and it was going to go bankrupt, then it would absolutely kill the squeeze, right? So why not? It's always better for that company, especially since it's lasted so long right now, this squeeze, that you know, we're still waiting here to get paid, right? And you know, we're gonna see some kind of upside action. The stocks go up and down, like it's been going down for a long time, guys. Like it has to, you know, reverse eventually. Okay, so that's all I'm saying is like, according to this data, there should be some money coming in because of the FTDs. That applies buying pressure, right? And then if it's a big enough spike, or if, you know, say a hedge fund were to close out, you know, right, or a short were to close out, and it moves the price, we're all of a sudden back at $40-$50, guys. Like, don't sweat it, right? Let's see. This is what I wanted to show you here. The AMC apes are not leaving. So this says hedge funds. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Okay. Hedge funds shorted 7.528 billion shares off exchange on dark pool and other exchanges, right? From January to now, and an average of 64% was traded off exchange for the year. And the float of AMC is approximately 513 million shares, guys. Fundamental analysis is that criminal activity is more than likely occurring in our financial markets, hedge funds, markets, short squeeze, right? According to this guy, Adam Abrams, I got this off Twitter, and I mean, he's backing it up with data. Okay, so that's always good. Yeah, so we'll just point out the options chain right here real quick. So we had 8,000 in the money. You know, today was the last trading day of 2021, guys, on Monday. we will see a new year. So your taxes, any new trades that you're starting Monday, guys, like it rolls to a new tax year. Okay, everything for 2021 is done right now, as far as like the taxes, you know. So okay, 8,000 in the money, 28,000 puts in the money, and then here the opportunity's still here, guys, for this day, right? Okay, if we see any kind of price movement and they're not hedged, FOMO, whatever happens, a catalyst, you never know, right? Okay, so let's get. I'll show you the chart at the end, guys. I'm gonna show you the timeline here real quick. It is you know, some key moments. This is more detailed, so if you want to go check it out, you know, it's on the AMC stock page off Reddit that has been going all year, guys. Like obviously, and this is just a summary, right? What I want to point out, okay, is things like this. Like, okay, it all started when Adam Aaron announced that, you know, they might be going bankrupt, right? December 17, 2020, the SEC states that Robinhood misled its customers about how it was paid by Wall Street firms to pass along customers' trading data, and the startup had made money at the expense of its customers. Robinhood agrees to pay a $65 million fine to settle the charges without admitting or denying guilt. Okay, January 26, AMC secures 917 million in new capital to avoid bankruptcy, right? Which acts as a catalyst. And then we see that run up. And what happened is like it jumped 310% overnight, guys, right? Overnight. From 496 to the peak was $25, okay? Robinhood screwed Apes by restricting the ability to buy shares of AMC. It was only selling a lot, same with GME and a lot of other meme stocks, which directly benefit hedge funds by tanking the share price. This is arguably the main reason why Vlad was dragged before the House to testify. All right, remember that? Blah blah blah. It's more shit about Robinhood. And this is just the, you know, the timeline. Just to kind of summarize, especially for the new apes, guys, that missed all this has been a hell of a year, guys. Like I have enjoyed the ride. I have enjoyed, you know, the apes, the knowledge that I've learned, guys. It's been amazing. And okay, this happened February 26th, the 801, right? When we got all these options in the money, which caused a gamma squeeze, literally because of a cent, guys. Like 801 is what caused this run, right? Because of the options. And then we go on to March, talking about all the progress we've made, guys, all these rules, right? Because of the stuff that we pointed out and how we're asking for market fairness and awareness, right? So that it's just a fair, like, why do they have so much more data than we have? That's what pisses me off, first off. And supposedly right now, you know, they're raising the liquidity come January, I believe is what Lou said. And, you know, I don't agree with everything that Lou says. I didn't like when he said to stop buying. I feel like that was a bad move, right? But, you know, for most of the time that I've watched him, because back when, before I had my own channel, right, I used to watch Trays, I used to watch Lou, and I used to watch some Matt Kors, right? And that's where I got most of my AMC knowledge, and I used to watch them. I remember every day, basically. You know, I was the amount of hours I have spent watching things this year is intense. But I've also learned a lot, right? So it's not like you're just watching Netflix, just watching a show or whatever. Like I'm actually learning things and trying to expand my knowledge as far as like a trader and investing, right? April 6th, Trey gets death threats. Man, that was crazy. Remember all these technical difficulties we were having, all these glitches as well that have happened. Oh my gosh, that's how you can tell. It's just so out of control, right? Matt Kors got banned off YouTube for a while. April, okay, Melvin Capital announces amusingly catastrophic losses of 49% and billions of dollars in the first quarter of 2021. Whew. Right now, currently, that I just saw a video yesterday that they were the worst performing hedge fund this year, that they were down 41% for the year. A little bit about Dogecoin. April, okay, right here. Steve Cohen, manager of Point72 Asset Manager Hedge Fund, sells a penthouse for a massive 74% price cut. So much information here, guys. You know, when AMC recently, they bought some more theaters, which is what they're doing right now too, right? They're expanding. Gary Gensler, you know, hasn't done much. I'm not really going to spend too much time on that. And yeah, remember the interview when the CEO, right, first came on Trades, people went crazy. these were the key points, whatever. He has about 2 million shares is what I remember, so he sold about 1 million since then. He says, I want to continue growing the company each year, which I believe he's doing the right moves, right, with the crypto and the shareholder program and whatnot. Okay, guys. So remember when we tried to also do all the share counts and it never worked, like, and we still don't have a share count, right? But what I love about crypto is that, like, on a blockchain, guys, if the market was built on a blockchain, oh my God, that would be a game changer, because then there wouldn't be all these naked shorts, right? Allegedly, that we talk about and all that, the illegal stuff. JP Morgan sells a record 13 billion in bonds. That's right. I forgot about that. A massive right here is 57,000 contracts due to expire at $10. Ooh, more rules, right? More rules, guys. So it's not just about the price, guys. Remember, like, the apes are bigger and there's millions of us, and we're not a joke at this point, guys. Like, we have made changes in the market, all right? And remember, let's see, that video I put out recently, JP Morgan, they said that they're saying that AMC is gonna have some nice moves in January as well. Ooh, the short interest right here, April 21st, was when it hit 23.5. And we still don't know what's going on, right? A couple of days ago, we saw that 40.25 number. Where's the follow up on that, right? What's going on with these brokers and the reporting, huh? All right. Let's go. April 23rd. Hedge funds have 3 business days to purchase all synthetic shares that they shorted, or those become FTDs, right? The purchase deadline is April 28th. And that's just what I was referring to right here on the stocks arrow. So this T35, like, it's saying on January 7th through the 10th, right? Right around that range. And then we just had that $14 million recently. Okay. Back to the timeline. All right, guys. And then, after the big run, and like I said, we were holding this. A couple of things happened, right? I mean, we took this dip, which is kind of similar what I think will happen here. We'll just curl back up. But yeah, look, just to point these out, meme stock prices get mucky over China's real estate crisis, right? The whole Evergrande thing. Let's see what else. AMC dares to take on Doge. Spooky season gives AMC a boost. And then Adam Aaron gets the opinion of the apes. Remember when he was asking, and boom, the stock went up. And then we've been, AMC has been making history. We've been making history. Like, good news has been coming out, and the price is just continuing to go down. But another NFT success story right here, right? And then the inside story. Oh, when Adam Aaron, sold his shares or whatever, and a couple of other people, basically because it was the end of the year, right? They wanted a Christmas bonus, in my opinion, and they got it. All right. So yeah, I just wanted to give you the full timeline of from January till now and where we're at, right? So yeah, moving forward, we're sitting good. All right. So we'll go look at the chart real quick. Not much to see there. Like I'm saying, I'm going to do just a couple adjustments. But remember, we still have a lot of movies coming now that could also act as catalysts. I mean, remember what that 20% day that we had recently? I think in part of it was because of Spider-Man and the news that came out with that. Cool. And here's a quick summary, right? So here it is. The beleaguered movie theater chain stumbled into 2021 on the verge of bankruptcy. After shutting down theaters during the first waves of the pandemic, then in the summer, something weird happened, right? AMC Entertainment became a meme stock fueled by millennial nostalgia and the subreddit Wall Street Bets. A small army of Robinhood traders shocked the world of traditional finance by sending AMC stock 1,000. I think it's is that a typo? I don't know. Okay, so 1,100. I think it's 1,218% is what they're trying to say. More than any other company in the index, right? And even GameStop Corp, which climbed more than 700% for similar reasons, guys, right? So yeah, this is, the end of the year. I just wanted to give you guys a summary for all apes, right? New, medium, old, whatever you want to say. We're still here, guys. The apes are still here. This is not over. So let's just go check this out. We'll look at the chart real quick. Of course, I've been, noticing that we're in this, a fractal is what it's technically called. The other YouTubers really dig into this, some of the technical ones. And here, I'll zoom in. And I think we're playing out this section of the same fractal here, right? And what you notice here is a huge cup, right? I think that we're basically in a cup right here, right? A cup, and it's gonna come back up, guys. That's just my opinion. That's where I see this thing going. Yeah. So the quick adjustment I just want to make here is this. No, it was like I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna bring this down because we saw a peak there, and I'm gonna move this one over too. And something like, all right, like this. And obviously I'm going to bring this other one down too. It could be a George W, right? It looks like we finished out the head and shoulders pattern again, but who knows what 2022 is going to bring, guys, right? You got to stay positive. And yeah, that's the only adjustment I wanted to make there. Volume was dumb low, stupid low, 23 million. The average is 42 million, right? Dried up. And I've heard another YouTuber also say this, that they're just slowing down the algorithm, right? That's playing out. That's why you see the low volume. But as soon as we see high volume, guys, it's on. Yeah, so then let's see, let's take a look. Is this worth? No, I mean, this was basically the day, right? Just could not come above the EMAs or anything. Just kept bouncing off of them. And I could tell, I was watching it in pre-market a little bit last night, and I noticed there was hardly any volume, so I figured we're not really gonna make any moves. And unfortunately, right now we're under this 2850. But you never know, right? We could build some hype over the weekend, guys, and stay in there. You know, hold. You gotta hold, guys. HODL. I literally saw an Escalator. They all pimped out, nice, blacked out, right? What was the license plate? HODLing. It was so dope, guys. That's all I got. Yeah, so that's my prediction, guys. Of course, anything could happen. We haven't really changed much here. I mean, we broke the support, but we haven't broken this section that's crucial, right? A couple weeks ago, we were like at $20, guys. That was horrible to see, right? We're at $27.20. Not too bad, guys. I remember seeing this price at $3, $4 at the beginning of the year. So in my book, guys, we're up, okay? I know it's been a wild ride, but I'm here for the ride. I enjoy it, and I appreciate you guys too. You know, I have over 100 subscribers right now, guys. I love that. I love you guys. Thank you for the support. And we're going to continue doing this into 2022 and see what happens, okay? Because I'm here to make 2022 an even a better, you know, investment year, a better return. I want to make more returns, hopefully, right? I have crypto, I have stocks, and I'm here for the long run and so on. Okay, guys. So thank you so much. I'll catch you guys next year in Monday. All right, 2022, guys. All right, peace out.